everyone, this is Ryan, and today we are going to look at the Epyon from Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. I have two versions of the mech over here. The smaller one is from Bandai's Mobile Suit in Action, or MSIA line, and the larger one is a model kit, also from Bandai. The action figure was from about 2000-2001. I'm not sure exactly on the model kit, probably about the same time period. Obviously the model kit would be a lot more expensive. It's a larger figure, a lot more durable and stuff like that. The action figure over here is actually made of PVC, so it's a softer plastic, but it's still pretty sturdy and stuff like that. The action figure comes with a couple of accessories. It has a shield, which has a flexible whip over here attached to it. The whip is on a separate piece. It kind of swivels back and forth. You can also detach it completely if you want. Each piece of the whip is segmented, so you can flex it to an extent. They're very rigid pieces. They're not soft like the rest of the action figure though. But as you can see, there's a little bit of range over here. The only downside is that due to the design of the whip, you can only really flex it one way. He also comes with a laser sword. It is attached. The beam is a soft, translucent plastic. Well, pretty much all of this is soft. So also the handle of the sword has a nice rubber tube over here that connects to this clip that fastens onto the side. The shoulder pieces are also detachable. I know several of the figures in this line had detachable pieces that you could mix and match. So if you wanted to kind of customize and kind of create your own Gundam, you could do that with the line. The figure also had wings. I could not find them. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they broke off. Well, actually they couldn't break off because they're detachable. I don't know if I just lost them or what happened to them really, but he does have wings, so if you ever look for this figure yourself, make sure to find one that has wings with it. As far as articulation goes, he has a head that's on a ball joint, so it can go up and down a little bit, and also rotate all the way around. At the shoulders, they swivel forwards and back like that, and then they also go in and out somewhat. The shoulders don't really get in the way, but there's not a whole lot of range going up and down. So the elbows rather, they go forwards and back. There's actually a lot of backwards range. And then, there's also a sort of a bicep cut, if you want to call it that, but it's right above the elbow. It swivels all the way around. At the wrist, you can rotate his hands all the way around as well. That about does it for the arm. There's no like ab crunch or anything like that, but you can rotate him at the waist all the way around. Now, like I said before, mine does not have wings anymore, although he does come with them. If you look closely, there are some clips that you can attach to wing pieces, and I want to say those can raise up and down. But yeah, I don't have them, or else I would show you. At the legs, those are also on ball joints, but similar to the arms, there's not a whole lot of range as far as going in and out. They don't really go forwards and back all that much either. They go backwards a little bit. The knees, I thought the knees were double jointed, but I guess not. Of course, as you can see, they do snap off, but you can just place them right back on. There's a little bit of a shin joint over here that you can rotate around. The feet, they're kind of on a ball joint, so there's a little bit of range, but I don't know, these little pieces on the bottom. Moving on to the model kit. The model kit is not made out of a soft PVC like the action figure. It's a lot more brittle plastic. So you really want to be careful when it comes to, you know, handling the figure, or the model rather. He has the same accessories as the action figure. He has the sword with the energy beam that attaches to his hip with the hose. He also has the shield with the segmented whip over here. Both can be removed if you wish. Actually, like many Gundam models, a lot of the pieces can be detached and reattached as you see fit. So you can actually mix and match parts from a variety of models if you wish. This model does have the wings attached, as you can see. The action figure fell over. But moving on to the model, the wings can rotate up and down, and then also they go back and forth along the piece attached to his back. They also rotate a little bit as well. It doesn't rotate around all that well because of the design. You kind of have to reposition the wings to move them around completely. He has a lot of joints. As you can tell, the pieces of armor over here on the back, they're on little hinges as well. Moving on to the front, these move around. The pieces on the side might move a little bit, but not a whole lot. That is really there just to allow you to move the legs in a bunch of positions. Let me just get this one out of there. The legs are very, very posable. They're on ball joints as well as, you know, many of the other joints. So you can move. So there's a lot of range of motion. The knees are double jointed. Very flexible there. And then he can kind of swivel at the same place as the action figure on the shins. The feet is actually two pieces that can be folded together like so, or spread apart. And then actually at the heel piece, you can rotate it around. It's on a ball joint. Again, the leg pieces kind of get in the way, so it's kind of limited movement. The arms, again, on the ball joint, they can go all the way around. They go in and out a little bit as well, not too much though. The elbows are kind of at a double joint. It's kind of hard to see, but it's there. They also rotate all the way around. And then this piece that goes on his head likes to fall off. So if you're like me and you just kind of snap together these models without gluing anything or anything like that, then that's something to keep an eye out for. The hands are on a ball joint, so they can rotate all the way around. There's a little bit of movement all over the place because, like I said, it's a ball joint. The fingers, there's an index finger that has its own separate articulation, and then the other three fingers, they also move back and forth. And then lastly, the head, it can rotate all the way around. There goes that little piece again. And it also moves up and down a little bit because, like everything else, it's on a ball joint. That about wraps up this review. Now as far as, you know, whether you should get the action figure or the model kit, that pretty much just depends on your preferences. The action figure doesn't really, you know, need any time building it. It's already pre-built and everything. Whereas the model kit, that takes a lot more time to put together, and if you like to paint your models and everything, then, you know, that's just more time on top of that. I personally just like to assemble all the pieces. I've tried painting models a few times and it never really works out that well. So yeah, if you have the patience to put together a model, the Epyon is pretty nice. Not quite as good as some of the more modern kits. I know they've made a lot of advancements as far as putting pieces together and stuff like that. So the newer ones actually stay together